Whee!
What's up guys, this is the Dueling Potato here, and I'm bringing you another deck profile from locals. I recently got back from Nationals, and I was playing Trickstar Sky Strikers, and I decided that I wanted to play something different and new, and our locals decided that we would play with Summon Sorceress being legal. So I decided to play ABC FTK. So this is 40 cards, and let's get on with the list. To start, we have 3A, 3B, and 3C. So the reason we run 3 of each is because this is a combo version of the deck where we want to see as many pieces as possible, because all of the FTK combos require pieces in hand, and we also run desires. So if we don't want to banish all of our A's, for example. Next, we have 3 gold gadget and 3 silver gadget. We run these because this plus Union Hanger is this Union Hanger and one of the Sky Striker Hornet Drones is an FTK, and these guys are just really good to getting more monsters on board, so that's why we run them. And then for hand traps, we run 3 Ash Blossom and 1 Effect Veiler. We didn't have room for the rest of the Effect Veilers, and we have a lot of Rogue in our locals, so Droll doesn't really work as well as Veiler does. And then for the bricks, we run 1 Nightmare Corruptor Ibley. This is for when we aren't able to FTK and we want to just build a big link board. And then we also have Cannon Soldier, which makes the FTK possible. Drawing this card is not bad. It's actually pretty nice because we loop Firewall, so not having to search it out from the deck is very good. So if we draw it, that's fine. Now on to spells. We have 3 Terraforming and 3 Union Hanger. These are pretty self-explanatory. Union Hanger, if you draw that plus almost anything else that makes things on board, you win because of the equipping from deck. For the Sky Striker engine, we run 3 Engage, 3 Hornet Drones, 1 Widow Anchor, and 1 Afterburners. This is your pretty generic engine. If you're going to cut one of these, I'd cut Widow Anchor, because Afterburner seems to come up more, but if you get into a grind game, Widow Anchor is very good to steal games. So that's all the Sky Striker stuff. And then for just utility spells, we have 2 Desires and 3 Called by the Grave, because hand traps really hurt this deck, and if we get to combo off, we literally win before our opponents gets a chance to play. So that's the main deck. It's 40 cards. Now on to the side deck. This side deck is extremely tight, which explains why we're running the ratios that we are. We run 1 Kaguri and 1 Shizuku. Now the reason we only run 1 of each is, instead of 2 Kaguri, is we need the Shizuku for the FTK. And I'll show you guys that later. If we had the room, we'd definitely run the second Kagari because of just space, or of grind games, but we don't have the space. So next we have 1 Cleafort Genius, 1 Firewall Dragon, 1 Proxy Dragon, and 1 Trigate. These are just generic link monsters. Proxy Dragon's really good for link climbing and looping Firewall. Trigate is something that you want to, that's one of the options you have to end on. And Cleafort Genius is like your starter link monster, so you almost always go into him first. Next we have the Nightmare Engine. We have Griffin, Unicorn, Mermaid, Goblin, Phoenix, and Cerberus. Griffin's a very good card to end on because he plus one of the Link 2 monsters, and Buster is pretty hard for most decks to deal with. And then Unicorn is just generic utility, and Mermaid helps make combos and looping Firewall. And so next we have the link that makes the deck go round, and that is Summon Sorceress. So her effect, if you don't know what it is, if this card is link summoned, you can special summon one monster from your hand in defense position to an opponent's zone this card points to. That effect we don't use too often, if at all, but its main primary effect is you can target one face-up monster this card points to, special summon one monster from your deck in defense position with the same type as that monster to a zone this card points to, but negate its effects, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So this, what we do is if we don't have Cannon Soldier in hand, we will summon Cannon Soldier out of the deck by having Summon Sorceress point to a machine monster. And if we have Cannon Soldier in hand, we will summon something out like C or B that lets us search through our deck. And then finally, we run 2 Dragon Buster just because we can't get the room for the rest. So if we were to cut things, we'd probably cut Trigate, because I just figured out that it's better for you to end on a board like Griffin, Goblin, and Buster, or Griffin, Cerberus, Buster, than a fully co-linked Trigate. And so we might cut the Trigate for one of the Kakageris, or we will try and fit the Brilliant Fusion engine in this, because that's something I originally tested, but I just couldn't find the extra deck space. But I recently figured out a new way to use the Brilliant Fusion engine, so the next time I cover this deck, I will definitely bring that up. Now onto the side deck, we have 3 Sphere Mode. It's pretty obvious, we're afraid of extra linking and stuff. 3 Evenlies, 3 Twin Twisters, both of those for back row. 2 Mind Control, because it's a really good going second card. 2 Drolin Lock, if in case we face anything that Droll's really good against, and then the 2 Effect Failures. So that's the deck. Let me set up the FTK combo real quick, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So for this FTK combo, we will need 1 Gold Gadget, 1 Union Hanger, 1 Hornet Jones, and then we have 2 cards the rest of our hand. We'll need to discard at one point, I believe. So first we go Union Hanger, search B, and then we will go Hornet Jones into a token, and then token into Kagari, and Kagari add back Hornet Jones, activate Hornet Jones, summon a token just out of the way. Next, what we will do is normal summon Gold Gadget, use its effect, summon B, Union Hanger effect equipped to B. We will equip A, since we don't have any pieces in hand. Next, what we will do is we will go Link 3 with 3 machine type monsters with Gold Gadget, Kagari, and Buster Drake into Summon Sorceress. And we're going to do Chain Link 1, B, Chain Link 2, A. A will add back B. And then what we add here won't really matter, so let's add C, since that's what we have in our, that's what we don't have yet. So next we will take the Sky Striker token and link it into Shizuku. This is where we need Shizuku in the combo. Summon Sorceress into Shizuku, summon a machine monster, but its effects are negated. So we have a negated Cannon Soldier. Next, what we will do is we will link 2 with 2 different names into, where is it? There it is. Nightmare Goblin. We will use its effect. The 2 cards we have are Ash Blossom and Effect Failure, so pitch Ash Blossom into, so now we can extra normal with Nightmare Goblin. Next, we will extra normal into B. Then what we will do is we will link 4, Summon Sorceress and B Buster Drake into Firewall Dragon. We will use B's effect to search another A, since we only have 1 A in grave and we need to loop 2, so we have A. Then we will use Firewall's effect, since it's co-linked with 1 monster. We will bounce Cannon Soldier, summon it, or add it to hand. Then what we will do is we will link Goblin into Mermaid, and we will trigger Firewall's effect to special summon Cannon Soldier. And now here, if you are scared of effect failure or infinite impermanence, you can use Mermaid's effect to pitch another card and summon out Ibli as well. And you can link these two and start looping Firewall, like going Mermaid into Ibli, into one of your nightmares. But if you're not scared of it, you can Cannon Soldier pop Ibli or pop Mermaid if you don't bring out Ibli. And that burns for 500, and Firewall effects activate. Add summon A, Cannon Soldier pop A, Firewall Chainlink 1, A Chainlink 2, A adds A, and then Firewall summons A. And now the reason we need a monster in hand, because otherwise you are not able to activate Firewall's effect to summon, since you need to be able to resolve its effect on activation. So that's why we need the C in hand. So that's the combo with Gold Gadget, Sky Striker, Hornet Drones, and Union Hanger. You can also do the same combo with a piece Union Hanger, Hornet Drones, and we'll show that one right now. Hey guys, we're back, and we are showing the combo of 2 random cards, Sky Striker, Micro Hornet Drones, Union Hanger, and any piece. This can be any piece at all. It doesn't matter what it is, you just need to have one. So first what we do is we activate Union Hanger, use its effect to grab B. Then we will activate Hornet Drones, summon the token. Then we will link into Kagari. Using the token, add back Hornet Drones, activate Hornet Drones, summon the token in the far left, just out of the way. And then what we will do is we will normal B Buster Drake, and we will use Union Hanger to equip C. Next, we will link Kagari and B Buster Drake into Cleafort Genius. And here we go C Chainlink 1, B Chainlink 2. B will grab C, or any piece, I guess, because here C will need to special summon either the piece you search or the piece in your hand. So we're going to summon A. And then we will Cleafort Genius and A Assault Core into Summon Sorceress. No effect on summon. Link the token of 1 into Sky Striker H. Suzuku. Summon Sorceress. Summon out Cannon Soldier, but its effects are negated. Link 2 into Nightmare Goblin. Use its effect. Pitch a random card. So another Ash Blossom. And now we can extra normal. Now here we should have used A's effect to add back B, because we need B specifically in hand to keep all the pieces in line. So we normal B, link 4 into Firewall Dragon, B effect, add another A, link Goblin, or first we go Firewall Bounce, Cannon Soldier, link Nightmare Goblin into Mermaid, Firewall effect activates, summon Cannon Soldier pop Mermaid, burn for 500, special summon A, Cannon Soldier pop A, Firewall Chainlink 1, A Chainlink 2, A add A, Firewall summon, Cannon Soldier pop, A add A, then Firewall summons A, and ad nauseum. So that's the two easiest combos to set up. You can also, if you want to do something else, you can end on things like, at one point I ended on Griffin Buster, and Cerberus or Phoenix. Or you can also end on Goblin if you want. So that's the deck and the combos. If you enjoyed that, like. If you didn't, dislike, tell me why in the comments. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.
Whee!